My girlfriend of 3 years cheated on me, got pregnant, and later tried to beg me to help her and take her back. This all happened years ago, and I figured it was worth sharing. My ex and I had what you'd call an average relationship. We had our ups and downs, but we always managed to make things work. I started noticing her acting weird and being secretive. When I asked her if everything was okay, she snapped at me. She was also getting sick. Her daughter told me she was throwing up. One day I messaged her and she didn't reply. I called. No answer. That wasn't unusual for her, but the next day I still didn't hear anything. Then another day went by. A week passed with nothing. I went to her house, but either she wasn't home or she just wouldn't answer the door. She had completely ghosted me. I messaged her asking if I'd done something wrong. I could see she read my messages, but still, no reply. She's a religious person, so I sent sorry for whatever I did. Even Jesus forgave Judas. She finally replied saying, God forgives everything, and something else I can't quite remember. Then she told me never to text her again. She blocked me on everything after that. I was devastated. It took me a few weeks just to process it all. Then, around 3 months later, by coincidence, I was dropping off a patient at the hospice where she used to work. I didn't see her SUV in the parking lot, so I figured she wasn't there. I spoke with a nurse who recognized me and asked how she was doing. I told her we had broken up. Then the nurse told me my ex got fired for damaging a company vehicle. And then she dropped the bomb. She asked me if I was going to help with the baby when it was born. Turns out my ex was about 5 months pregnant at the time, and it wasn't my baby. I had a vasectomy after my daughter was born. My stomach sank. It took some time, but I eventually moved on and started dating a nurse I met at the hospital. It had been about a year and a half since all of that. Then, out of nowhere, I started getting texts from a number I didn't recognize. They were all about forgiveness and hoping I was doing well. I didn't reply. Then one day, after finishing a shift at the fire department, I found a note on my truck. It was from my ex. She was asking to meet. After thinking it over, I decided not to. She cheated on me. And my dad always told me if someone you love and give your life to does something like that to you, they don't deserve a place in your life. I blocked the number shortly after. A few days later, I came home and found her waiting for me. I ignored her and kept walking, and she caused a scene because of it. I asked, "What the hell do you want?" She said she was sorry. The father of her daughter had come back into her life and she wanted to be with him again. She didn't know how to tell me. He got her pregnant, then left her again. Now she was asking for help. She couldn't afford bills or support her two daughters. She was facing eviction, and her job wasn't paying enough. I honestly didn't feel much of anything at that point. I was angry at her for what she did, but I felt sorry for the kids. I had really cared about her oldest daughter. So, without thinking too much, I handed her $100 and told her to buy them food. I said, swallow your damn pride and move back in with your mother. She had a tough relationship with her mom, but she always had a place there. She begged me to take her back, saying I was the only man who ever treated her well, even through our ups and downs. I told her I wasn't taking her back and that I wasn't going to continue this conversation. I asked her to leave. She walked away crying. I felt terrible, but I knew it had to be done. I later heard she really did move back in with her mom. The last I heard, she got her teaching license and now works at an elementary school. I'm happy now with my current girlfriend, and we've actually been talking about marriage.